Hey there, folks. My name is Amiibo Jason, and today I am with
Hero TJ.
TJ. How you doing?
I'm doing awesome. Yourself?
I'm doing well. You know, I'm noticing you're not blinking a lot today.
I'm noticing that you have an abundance of blinking.
So before we get started with this, we just found out today that people think I blink too much, and TJ does not blink enough.
That's right.
So we think this episode should have the perfect amount of blinking for you, if that's the kind of thing you're into. So if you're a crazy person, mark somewhere in the comments how many times I blink and how many times TJ blinks, and then we can kind of figure out if that's a happy medium for blinking.
Now we're already going to throw it, though, because I'm conscientious about it now. Now I'm in my head about the blinking.
Oh, you have no idea. The moment I found out that people thought I blinked too much, I trained myself to not blink as much. I'm in pain right now. It hurts because my eyes are open. I just want to...
I just think it's ironic and hilarious that we got the same contrasting comment on the same day.
It's insane. Anyway, welcome to an episode of Smash Switch Speculation, and you might notice we're doing things a bit different this time. We are represented by our Miis, which you can see right down here.
Hey, that one with the red Joy-Cons, pretty handsome.
Almost as cute as the guy in the blue one, but he's cuter in person.
Yes, cuter in person.
But today, and for the at least future, we're going to be doing this a little bit different so we can actually talk to you directly. And that's what we're doing here with these new episodes. So, for, I would say, the next few weeks, we're going to be taking a look at potential Echo Fighters, something I know that TJ has already gone into a lot of depth with his other series, Smash Countdown.
Yeah, I really love keeping up with all the news, and I enjoy speculating with Jason. We were doing it pre-E3, and the hype train isn't over yet. There's still a lot of unanswered questions, and I think that it's fun to converse with my man here and all of you guys out there, and you've presented a lot of interesting Echo ideas.
Yeah.
So we want to discuss some of those.
And I think the nice thing is, you know the mechanics of Smash much more than I do. Like, significantly more than I do. I like Smash. In fact, I'd go as far to say as I love Smash. But when it comes to a lot of the movesets, that's not really my cup of tea. But I know it is for you, a lot more at least.
I love it. I spend a lot of time in it. I'm a super casual player, but as far as understanding what moves, what characters do, I spend a lot of time there. But you might hear me make some mistakes. I'm not an expert. I just spend a lot of time there.
Well, I hope today you know a lot about the Villager, because we're talking about a potential Echo Fighter for the Villager, and that would be, of course, Cap'n. No, I'm just kidding. We're talking Isabelle from the Animal Crossing series as an Echo Fighter for the Villager. This is one that I think the moment that Echo Fighters were announced, that everybody kind of assumed it would just happen. And with Isabelle being in Mario Kart, and obviously Animal Crossing New Leaf is insanely popular, it makes a lot of sense for Isabelle to join the Smash Brothers roster. But what do you think about the potential for Isabelle in Smash?
I actually think that it's a really strong potential. Animal Crossing is a series that doesn't have a protagonist in the traditional sense. We don't have a hero's narrative. We don't even have a narrative. We have an avatar that represents the player who goes in and you play the game however you want. Even to find a way to take the villager and transpose him into Smash Brothers, I think is an epic feat. So the closest thing that we have to a character, in a standout character rather, in Animal Crossing, I think is Isabelle.
Yeah.
There's obviously reoccurring characters like Tom Nook, and Isabelle may have only appeared in the most recent mainline iteration, but she's also appeared in some spin-offs. The super awesome Amiibo Festival, I know a favorite of yours.
It's amazing.
But her moveset, we imagine, would probably play somewhat similar to how the Villager is, and because there's really no other, I would say, highlighted characters that you would want to fight as, Nintendo's already kind of gone that route. They've already put Isabelle right alongside the Villager, as you mentioned, in Mario Kart.
Yeah.
So I think seeing her in an Echo Fighter capacity is an extremely natural thing. It's not a question of whether or not it would work.
Yeah.
It's a question of whether or not Nintendo's going to do it.
Well, let's talk about the villagers' moves just real quick here and kind of see if it would translate over to Isabel. Because obviously, if the moves don't fit, it's not really going to work as an Echo Fighter. So we have the chopping down of the tree mechanic, you have the nets, you have the final smash where he builds a house with Tom Nook and blows it up, which is insane. I love it. But all of those things seem to work just fine. Anything the villager can do, I can imagine that Isabel could do it just as easily.
Same here. Villager is a really diverse character because he's already a little bit derivative of other Nintendo franchises. He borrows from Balloon Fighter, he borrows from Punch-Out, he uses the punching gloves in some of his standard attacks, and his up special is the air ride from Mr. Sakurai's Balloon Fighter.
Yeah.
So,
which is an awesome touch, by the way.
I said Sakurai, but actually I meant Iwata.
Yeah.
Mr. Iwata. So
they would have let you know in the comments.
I'm sure they would have. I appreciate that everyone out there does a very diligent job of keeping me honest and accurate. That's sincere. I like that.
Good.
So people let me get away with anything, and I don't want to get away with anything. If I'm wrong about something, I want to know. But with all of these different moves, kind of cherry-picked from different games, I think that Isabel can do any of these things. There's no reason to imagine that she couldn't. Maybe the boxing glove one starts to take a more comedic note. It's already kind of funny that the villager does it, especially since there's a legit boxer in the game. So when you have Little Mac going up against villager and they're both throwing punches, I think it's super charming. It just reeks of Nintendo charm. And Isabel doing it is just as good.
You know, I think this episode is going to be one of the easier episodes, I think, for us to talk about because she's such a shoo-in in comparison to so many other fighters. I mean, there are other fighters like Ken to Ryu that would make a lot of sense too. However, I think Isabel is indeed going to be a shoo-in for Super Smash Bros. But obviously, it's not a conversation if it's just me and you. We want to know what you guys think about the potential for Isabel to be a Super Smash Bros. Fighter. Is an Echo Fighter in her future, or are we just wishful thinking? Again, let us know in the comments down below. Any closing thoughts on Isabel and Smash?
Well, one of the things that Animal Crossing is known for is fashion. And you can construct your own clothes and stuff. And Isabel already has 2 amiibo. One of them in her winter attire, and then one of them in her summer outfit.
Winter and summer puppy, as I call them.
Yeah, summer puppy. I think, I'm not for sure on this, Isabel has already appeared in Smash Brothers as a Mii Fighter costume.
And an assist trophy.
And an assist trophy. And is she also in the background of one of the stages?
I think she is in the Animal Crossing stage. I might be wrong. Because she's an assist trophy, they might have removed her from that. But I think we'd have to take a look.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I might be confusing this with some other Isabel appearances. But I think her Mii Fighter costume is the summer wear.
Yeah.
But unlike some of the other Mii Fighters, instead of it actually being you can make a Mii of Isabel, you wear what's obviously a costume of Isabel. There's a little hole for the head, and then you're wearing like an Isabel hood.
So it's like you killed Isabel, and you're wearing her corpse, which is disturbing. And now, obviously, if you're just an Isabel fan and you're coming here to this video, you're like, what is this man talking about? But I'll put it up on the screen right now. I mean, that's kind of what it looks like.
So, yeah, that said, I'm curious, what would be her default outfit? I imagine we could probably get both in there. We have her little winter outfit, and we could certainly have a palette swap of each. But what would you prefer? Would you like Summer Pup?
I like Summer Puppy. I really do. I think both have their merits, but Summer Puppy's the puppy for me.
I think I'm Winter, and I don't know if it's a bias because I'm a winter baby. Yeah. So I naturally gravitate more towards winter wear when possible, and I've lived in California for 15 years, so now being back in the Midwest, I'm so happy that I get to wear things that are not just summer wear.
I can imagine. So I'm not very fond of the cold, but that's fine.
So even if summer is the default, I think I'll probably usually play as Winter Pup.
There you go. But there you go. That's another thing to put in the comments. Let us know. Winter Puppy, Summer Puppy. Let us know. Hashtag it. Whatever you kids do nowadays. Yes. That's fine. But there you have it. The first episode of Echo Location, part of Smash Switch Speculation. We have one episode planned, I think, every single week leading into the launch of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, assuming we can come up with enough decent characters. But we have a big list.
Yeah, and if you have any character suggestions that you want us to discuss, certainly let us know in the comments section below, and we'll see if we can get to those as well.
But we do have a few fan favorites coming up. I'm not going to spoil any of that, but stay tuned. We have a lot more coming soon. I'll see you guys later.
Thanks for playing.